Class, as we had started off with the topic, emerging trends in the hospitality industry, and I've already sent you a PDF based on this. I'll explain this PDF to you today in this class. So as we all know, that hotels over the years is not just a place where a traveler goes and sleeps and has some food. So it's more than a food and lodging industry today. Due to development of technology, we find that the trend in the hospitality industry has also caught on. Technology has proved to be of immense importance to the hospitality industry and has brought about huge innovations or changes according to the needs of the daily traveler who may be traveling for various reasons. So his preference has shifted. Now today what we find is that it's not that old hotel story anymore. People are looking for boutique hotels, houseboats, luxury trains, heritage hotels, homestays. So keeping all this in mind, technology has proved to be of a big help in the hospitality industry. We find that homestays offer an opportunity to a traveler to see how family in different places in the country live, their food habits, their culture we can be acquainted with. Then heritage hotels are set up in old palaces, forts, like in Rajasthan we have these havelis, hunting huts. So where we find that the traveler in today's modern times is able to see how the Raja Maharajas would live in their days. So in this way we find that hotel chains have taken over these what you call forts, these palaces, havelis, so that a new trend has emerged. Boutique hotels, we find, is more common in North America, which are set up in luxurious environments, and the main focus is to help the customer to get services so that they may be comfortable and have a welcome setting when they arrive. So it is it's done in a very stylish manner. Few travelers stay there. It's not a big hotel. Boutique hotels are small hotels where the traveler can stay in style. Then we have houseboats. Wherever we have these water bodies, like in Kashmir, in Kerala, we have houseboats. Like in Kashmir, they are called shikaras, while in Kerala, we call them as the kettuvalams. So here what we find is that they are able to have a peek or a look into the way of life enjoyed by staying on water. And the latest trend has caught up with the railways too. The railways have come up with luxurious trains, which is a package tour for a few days, like Palace on Wheels, the Maharani, the Maharaja Express. All these give offering a very luxurious environment to the travelers traveling on it. And they are served food of their choice. It could be continental, Indian, Chinese, and so on. Then another thing we find that hotels have diversified. We don't find good hotels or luxury hotels only in the big cities or in the urban area. We find that luxurious hotels has been set up even in very rural surroundings, like near the forests, in coffee plantations, tea plantations, where we find that travelers, hospitality chains have come forward to help the travelers to have a comfortable stay away from the hustle and bustle of the city life. So in this manner, what we find is that this new trend in hospitality, this emerging trend in hospitality industry has been brought about by introduction of new or innovative technology. So let us today look into the trend or the technological advancement in the hospitality industry. We find that technology has advanced at a very fast pace, and as a result of this, huge improvements have taken place in the hospitality industry. So today it is more like a corporate sector where we have huge private investments, and how the hotel developers have taken it in the stride that they have to change the structure of the building, the infrastructure, the management, the staffing requirements according to the new technologies that are being introduced in this industry. First and foremost, today we find that Wi-Fi is not a luxury but a necessity in most of the hotels. This is found. This is given free of cost. It is a part of the infrastructure of a hotel today. So that is a new innovation that has taken place because of technology, that Wi-Fi is a must so that guests who travel with the devices such as phones, tablets, computers should not think that this is something extra. It is a part of the facilities they ought to get in a hotel. So hotel guests expect to get connected to internet without any disturbance, and so that makes it more comfortable for them during their stay and also to book a room in a hotel. Then hotels are also starting to move away from the past, and hotels could charge exorbitant rates, and guests knew that they have to, if they wanted to go online, installing and maintaining a hotel wide wireless network, the cost would be quite high. So hotels don't think are giving all these facilities free. It's inclusive in the charges. So the charges of the hotels too has increased over the years. And they help a host to, they help a guest to have conference calls, they organize functions for the guests so that the host can easily call his friends over, his relatives, friends, etc., or maybe the office colleagues. And in this manner, what we find is the current infrastructure in a hotel is geared up to this. But of course, the pricing policy has increased. So digital conferencing facilities in a hotel has been accepted to be a common thing. So more or less every hotel today has a conference room where meetings can be held. Corporate clients can come and have the meetings, and they offer access to audiovisuals. That's why nowadays we find that many of the corporate meetings are taking out of town in very rural surroundings in a luxurious hotel, so that their employees get to relax, and at the same time they are able to work. So for this reason, there has to be enough of conference facilities. Audiovisual aids are provided by the hotels. Digital equipments that goes into the typical conferencing room is available. So we find that companies often hire these hotels for carrying out the different projects. So a key or an important component in designing effective facilities that can accommodate the technology and make it accessible has become a must. And for this, the hotels have provided indoor phone coverage, Wi-Fi connectivity, VoIP, real-time location services, internet protocol, IPTV, and other digital facilities. So this is a new innovation that has taken place in the hotel industry after the advancement of technology. Then we come to the next point, how technology is being used. That is mobile communication and automation. In many airports, it is no longer necessary to stand in a queue to check in, because we expect that some kind of easy technology-driven check-in facilities have been made available. So guests want to be able to do everything from checking in at a venue's automatic kiosk to ordering room service with a digital device instead of standing in queues. So this is another important thing. So today we want everything very fast. So for this reason, what we find is that guests are able to check in right from the airport. They can check into the hotel through the automated services. Thanks to digital innovation and social media, we find that guests can easily interact with the hotel personnel. When investing the digital apps for check-ins, room service, and other customer-oriented digital interactions, hotel operators are investing in systems and technology that will personalize. Yes, that when you personalize a service, the guest feels very happy. He thinks that the hotel staff is in direct contact with him, though he may not be present at the desk in the hotel. So personalized services has been made possible by the use of technology. And including guest name, many a times is displayed on the welcome desk at a digital check-in station, food preference, past purchases being displayed in a digital room service order system. So these are some of the ways by which the hotel tries to attract the guests repeatedly to the hotel. In addition, the concierge in the pocket concept is fast gaining popularity due to its ability to allow operators to include useful information about surroundings, entertainment, medical facilities, similar services. Now, another thing we would like to, every guest would like to know when he travels, that what facilities would be available to him in case of emergency. And these days what we find is that the travel agency or the operators very clearly give them information about surroundings, environment, medical facilities, etc. Like many of the other technology trends in the hospitality industry, investing in a check-in app requires a small initial investment and can lead to greater efficiency and savings as hotel staffs are able to focus on customer service and property developers don't have to create large reception desks at each entrance. So if digitally a guest can check into a hotel, we don't need to have a huge reception. That saves space in a hotel, which can be utilized for making something else, or like having a big lobby for the guests to sit down. So a big reception is actually a wastage of space if you see in today's world, because a part of this work can easily be done by the help of technology. Because check-in and check-ins in a hotel can be personalized, and we find that the hotel staff can utilize the time to look after other needs rather than help in checking in. Next is NFC technology. Near field communication technology is the next generation short range, high frequency wireless communication technology that gives us the ability to exchange data between devices. So this can do up to 424K megabytes per second, and the communication is enabled when two devices touch each other, which makes mobile payments by touching the smartphone to a credit card an instant, secure process. This technology is ideal for self-check-in by guests at hotels, as well as the next trend in this is a mode of payment and easier to gain entry into hotel rooms. People travel with very less cash these days. So what we find is they are able to check into a hotel and do the payment by connecting immediately to a credit card system. And in this manner, what we find is that the transfer of money takes place instantly. So can help, and this personalizes a guest's experience at a hotel or resort. For example, advertisement can be targeted based on gender and age. So if a child walks by a digital sign in the lobby, the advertisement can change to promote a local theme park or the hotel's kids, and this could help to track loyalty points from a guest's use of the conference facilities or room service. Opens many doors in hotels who want to offer personalized experience. Many a times people travel with their families, and children get bored when the parents are in the conference room doing their official work. So for them, just with a touch on the screen, what we find is that they can change the surrounding, or the picture in the surrounding can be of a playground or of a small park, etc. So that will keep the child occupied. So in this manner, what we find is that this form of technology can easily personalize the preference of a guest. Then today, we find hotels are using the services of robots and infrared sensors. Both these are very futuristic. Robots deliver many items ordered through room service to a guest, a door in a boutique hotel, maybe that is up in a headquarter where you would not like too many personnel to reach there, and other tech companies. So these types of digital systems are made so that there is less interaction with the hotel staff, between a guest and a hotel staff, and offers towards facing digital experience to people who stay in a hotel. Infrared scanners are also used to minimize disruptions relating to housekeeping, which is a common complaint from guests, customers. Instead of hanging "Do Not Disturb" sign on doors or having cleaning staff wake up with knocks, hotel staff can take more innovative approach by using infrared scanners that will detect body heat within a room and tell cleaning staff that they should rather come later if a room is occupied. So a guest, when he checks into a room, he may not like to get up early in the morning or disturbed by the hotel staff. So the infrared sensor will tell the hotel staff that a guest is in the room and he or she should not be disturbed, rather than putting up the "Do Not Disturb" sign. The infrared sensor will caution the cleaning staff, the housekeepers, that they need not disturb the guest because a human being is inside. This they will come to know by the help of the infrared sensor. Moving on, next we come to the smart room keys, which has become a big hit in the hospitality industry. What we find is that guests unlock the doors by simply swiping their phones across the keyless pad on the door. And here what we find is that in this system, the smart room key technology will mean that the guests don't have to worry about picking up keys at the front desk. Won't have an issue when new keys in the event that a guest loses. That is, many a times we find that hotels are quite worried because they have to change the lock, as the guest may have lost the key. But if they use the smart room key technology, they just have to swipe their mobile phone and are able to get access to the room. Another innovative way is to offer a keyless experience through fingerprint activated room entry system. These are the new innovations that is taking place so that guests have access to the rooms without asking for the hotel key at the reception desk, or the problem of losing a key will not arise because you can swipe your mobile phone, or fingerprint technology is there, which will help a guest to get access to the room. So with this we finish off today's part of the explanation of the PDF that I had given, that is what all changes have taken place in the hospitality industry after the innovation of new technology. We'll continue with this topic in my next class. Thank you.